Hello and welcome to my cards for the week. Today is Sunday, the 20th of June 2021. So we have the summer solstice tomorrow, everyone gearing up for this beautiful energy, keeping all frequencies as high as possible so that we can jump on the timeline of our choice. Okay, that joy, that harmony, that peace, that love. Okay, that's where we want to go. And there's stuff that we need to understand. So the first card that came up this week is, there's only 3 cards this week, by the way. And the first card that came up is the Two of Swords. So guys, decisions, decisions, decisions. That's what this card is saying. The moon is telling us that there are some fear-based decisions going on. Her blindfold also tells us that she cannot see the bigger picture. So this is like a dilemma. Choices and consequences, okay? And making our decisions from our highest frequency that we can muster, okay? So if you have a big decision to make, it's super, super important to get yourself into your highest frequency, doing what you love, relaxing with loved ones, whatever it is that puts you in your highest frequency. Please do not make any decisions this week from a place of stress. If you're feeling low, if you've had a bad day, if you've been out and the third dimensional physical reality has got to you, take a breath. You know, practice some yoga, some qigong or what have you. Just do something that relaxes you, all right? Please make your decisions from your highest state of awareness, from your highest state of being, okay? Now, for me, it's really clear, this week, because what I've said before about decisions is expansion, contraction. When you make a choice, are you choosing the route, the channel that is going to expand you? When you think about it, okay, when you bring to your mind's eye whatever it is that these choices are, bring to your mind's eye one at a time and visualize yourself in the scenario having materialized, having manifested whatever that choice is, because choice, consequence, right? And how does that make you feel? Are you expanded? Or are you contracted? Okay, because there's a lot of people making some decisions without all the information, and they're doing it maybe for fear-based reasons. A lot of people starting sentences with, I have to, because, you know, well, do you have to? Do you have to? And a lot of people say, I can't. So if you're using words like that, the cards are asking you just to stop and think, put yourself into a higher frequency, as high a frequency as you can. Now, the reason that I think this is coming up and it's so important is because when we are doing something because we think we have to, as in our heart doesn't really want to, our soul doesn't really want to, okay? So we're saying I have to, that implies that we don't really want to. Okay, but what does your soul want? I want to ask you, what does your soul want? Because what came up clear with all of this in one card, what came up was 2021 is about such massive changes, okay? They all start with you. All the changes in the collective, all this waking up in the collective, it starts with you. You are the creator. You are the creator. You are the whole universe in one human being, and you are creating the whole shebang, okay? The changes that are coming are massive. In order for you to create that change that your soul wants you to create, you are going to have to make some choices that are going to, you're going to have these limiting beliefs that you can't, I have to do it, I can't, you know, whatever's stopping you, whatever it is that's stopping you from doing what your heart really wants to do, doing what your soul really wants you to do. What is it that's stopping you from doing that? because that's what you've got to overcome this week. Okay? Because the heart and the soul wants expansion. I think you want expansion. And when you say things like, I have to, I can't, that is not expansion. Okay? That's fear-based. That's because you're feeling like you don't have any other choices. Well, that's only because you're not aware of any other choices, because you're keeping yourself in a low frequency. That's why I started by saying, get yourself into the highest frequency. And you may not know the outcome. Of course, she can't see what's coming. We can't see what's coming. But we do know that whatever you're creating is going to be a vibrational match to you. That is a definite, okay? Whatever you are creating, whatever changes you want to bring in, whatever changes you are bringing in, not whether you want them or not, the changes that you're bringing in are a vibrational match to your frequency. That is such an important point, okay? So follow your heart and soul, because your heart and soul is trying to get you to make some massive changes. And the reason that you're not making them is because the changes are so massive and we're not used to making such massive changes. To make the changes that your soul wants to make, it will take some drastic action. Okay, so there's a drastic new decision to be made. Okay, if we're going to make this change, it starts with us. And the second card out, Queen of Cups. No surprises, Queen of Cups. My interpretation of this lovely lady is that she has mastered her emotions. Cups, emotionally fulfilling, intuitive, spiritual, creative. We are creating all the time, okay? We are stepping into our spiritual understanding of who we really are. We're using our intuition. We're not using outside sources, okay? If you're still making your decisions in life based on outside information, outside sources, okay, then that's fear-based, okay? We can take inspiration from outside of us, of course we can, but when we do that and it's divine inspiration, it will expand us. Do you see what I'm getting at? So it's got to, the decision has to expand you if you are going to expand into more of who you really are. Okay, I hope this kind of makes sense. So she's mastered her emotions completely. Okay, she's in touch with her emotions. She understands that her emotions are her guidance system. Okay, the emotions are what is the way the body talks to you. Your emotions are the way your higher self talks to your human. When you're in states of joy, your higher self is saying, carry on, keep doing that. That's the right way to go. When you are feeling some fear, your higher self is saying to you, that's not the direction for you. That's not really you. That's not real. That's not what you came here to do. Feel fear. We didn't come here to feel fear. No, of course not. Okay. And she follows her heart. Of course, cups are heart-based direction. Okay, there's lots of cups going on in the private readings that I'm doing, because people are shifting what they're doing, using their skill set that they have, but they're just shifting the way they do things into a more expansive direction, into a more heart-based direction. So yeah, she is coming up quite a lot lately. But she is following her heart, and that is keeping her in an expanded state of awareness. That's keeping her in an expanded state of being. It's coming up this week because that's where we want to be, right? That's where we want to be. Okay, coming on the heels of this. Okay, you make the right decisions here, following your heart. Don't worry about anybody else. Don't listen to anybody else. It's your heart. Your heart is the be all and end all of your creations. It really is. It really is. There is only you, and you are creating your whole reality. I keep saying it. I must sound like a stuck gramophone record. But so when you make the right choices here, okay, the expansive choices here, okay, the ones that your soul and your heart want you to make, okay, then you're going to come to a place of emotional fulfillment. Even if you don't really know where you're going, you're just going to have that feeling of being lifted, okay? And that's your intuition. Your intuition is just going to make you feel better. Your higher level of consciousness is just going to make you feel more secure. Your security comes in your level of consciousness. We know that your level of consciousness is your new currency. We know that, but your level of consciousness is everything. Your freedom comes from your level of consciousness. Okay, everything that you seek comes from your level of consciousness. Okay, and the more conscious you are, the more consciously you can create your reality. You are creating your reality in every moment. Let's not forget that, right? But what reality are you creating? Are you creating one you want to create? Or are you creating one I can't and I have to, I can't and I have to, and you're creating one whereby you're a victim, or you don't have free will, or you're being controlled by others. What outside forces do you think you're being controlled by? Okay, this is a big one, I think, coming on the heels of last week, which was all about how do we create, right? Quantum manifestation. How do we? It's important to understand how you are actually creating your life. And the last one, there's only 3 cards. The last one this week is the 6 of Pentacles, which is about financial stability. Okay, but I want to say that this may not be the financial stability that you think it is. This is financial stability that's coming to you, but I think it's coming to you in a way that you are not aware of. This is not financial stability coming to you in the way that you normally perceive your financial stability to come, if that makes sense. It's also about the giving and receiving being equal. And I think there's also a message here about, there is a traditional message in this tarot card of the 6 of Pentacles that your investments are balancing out. But I want to say that it's not just your financial investments, because we've been talking a lot lately about investing in your energy, okay? Investing in your frequency, okay? Investing in who you are and doing what makes you feel good. Self-love, investing in your self-love, okay? So when this card says your investments are balancing out, what I'm understanding is the inner work that you have been doing, the understanding of how you create your reality is paying off. It's balancing out. That's where your financial stability is coming from. It's coming from your level of consciousness. And it's not coming from the channels that you associate with financial stability. I know I've just said that, but I've got to say it again because it's got to be really clear. This card is like saying there's no more selling your soul needed. If you're selling your soul in any shape or form, whether it be for a job, whether it be for in a relationship, whether it even be for a friendship, whether it be an activity that you're doing, if there's anything you're doing and you feel like you're selling your soul, you feel like you're not doing, you're doing it not because your heart and soul want you to do it, you're doing it because you feel like you have to for whatever reason. Okay, that's what's coming to an end. No more selling your soul. This is about you taking responsibility for being the creator of your own reality, understanding that your holographic projection that you're calling life is a direct vibrational match to you. So when you are living in fear and making decisions out of fear and not doing what you want and not loving yourself and all that control consciousness, which is low density, you will be creating more of that in your reality, of course. But when you step out of that and you use your emotions as your guidance to let you know every now moment, are you on track or not? Are you in an expanded state? Okay, are you feeling safe and secure and happy and content? What's bringing you joy? What's inspiring you? Coming back to that every time. What's inspiring you? She's also creativity, remember, because of the cups is creativity. So what's inspiring you? And the question is, why are you not doing it? Okay, so there are some really big changes coming in for 2021. And we can't just sit back and do the same thing, you know? It's like new begets new, habit begets habit. I heard that quote recently from a friend of mine, and I just thought it was lovely. You have to make new choices. You have to change your action if you want to change your energy. Okay, you can't keep doing the same old, and expect something new to appear. It doesn't work like that, because everything that is appearing in your life, your movie called life, your holographic projection called life, whatever you want to call it, your reality, your creation, whatever is appearing there is a vibrational match to you. So it is really important to understand that, so that we need to change some habits. We need to change some habits. Little small habits, it doesn't matter. You can just change little small habits. What you eat, how you eat, where in the house you sit when you eat, what views do you look at, move some furniture around, go shopping in different shops. Anything, little things, big things. It's time to make those little changes so that we can open the energy up to the big changes. Massive changes are coming in, and they are in this year, changes in 2021, bigger changes than you can ever imagine. That's why now is the time to make sure that you go with the expanded state. And you don't even know what this one is, right? You might just have a choice. Am I going to stick with this? But my question to you is this making you feel good or not? Because if this is not making you feel good, don't stick with it. Even if you don't know what this one is. Okay? Because look, it is fear-based. All right, and there's also water here, so there's travel going on here as well. So yeah, so there's things. I hope that's helped. It might have just confused things a little bit. But to summarize, please follow your emotions. Your emotions are guiding you. Please visualize. If you have choices to make, please visualize yourself doing each action, whatever it is, and then tap into your heart and feel, is it expanded? Is it contracted? Do you feel obliged to do it? Do you feel you have to do it? Do you feel that you can't do anything else? Because that's what it's asking you to do. It's asking you to pick up on all those this week and just to really think, okay, is there another option? Is there any other option? And then think about it, visualize it. You are creating, visualize it and expand. Go with expansion. Go with expansion. Yeah, that makes a change from my usual, your future lies in your frequency. So we're concluding this week with go with expansion. Go with your expansion. Yeah. Okay. I hope they help. I forgot to mention earlier on, I was so keen to get the cards done. If you don't know me, my name is Deborah Jane Sutton, and you can find out more about me on my website at deborahjanesutton.com. One more place left on my course starting this week. I'll put a link in below. Get in touch if you want to join me to release your trapped emotions and install self-loving and life-affirming beliefs to understand more about quantum manifestation, how you are creating your reality, and all sorts of other things. So get in touch if you want to know more about that. Link is below. Also, if you want to book your own private, personal, full card reading, then I'll put the link in below. You can get in touch with me for that. So lots of love to you. Enjoy the summer solstice tomorrow and keep your vibes high. I love you all. Bye for now.